Evening, everyone. Welcome to the big Christmas quiz of the year. The fire's going, trees flashing. We've got 6 people watching me. Let's do it. Yeah, it's a bit of a late start, but we'll get there. So, yeah, 8 o'clock start for the quiz tonight. 60 questions. That's right, 60. I'm going to try tonight, pausing halfway through to give you all a little bit of time to, break, shake your legs about, maybe get a drink. It's just something I want to try. If it don't work, then it could be the end of it all. So if anyone does not know the code, I'm going to type it in now. And so no one has to ask me over and over again. There we go. So, yeah, I've heard Paul's been inviting a few newbies tonight, so it should be good. Where am I? I'm at home, Mum. Weird.
What?
I'm just a few people asking for the code on here. I'm just reading my text from my friend about obviously wanting the code. Right, I'm just invite a few more people and then we'll get on. So, yeah, so it's big quiz of the year. There is 60 questions tonight, 60. So, as I say, make sure you got a few drinks lined up for this one. We've got 40 questions all about Christmas, and then, most exciting bit, another 20 best of picture rounds. It's going to be proper naughty. No, it's fine, Adam.
Yeah, all right.
So we are 5 minutes away from starting. We have got 8 people already lined up, ready to go quizzing crazy. I know I've got at least 14 people who said they're doing this. Hopefully we get a few more. 6 people watching it. Let me just do the usual. Oh, God. Where is he? Oh, dear. Oh, that's it. Charlotte isn't helping me now. She's been quite bad today, Mum. So yeah, she's not helping today.
Hello.
Yeah, she's not been very good at all today, have you, Charlotte?
Should we look if Santa comes?
We did actually enjoy Die Hard together today. So, yeah, it's only an 18. She's past 8 now. So that's all right, I reckon. And it is Christmas. So, hello, Perrin. How are you? Evening, Julian. Good to see you on.
Oh, I've got a big shout out to the Team Thrasher. Hey, Team Thrasher.
So we are over 10 on the quiz now, which is good. At least that means my mum can finish outside the top 10. Excellent. So we've got 8 on the stream. We're at 12 numbers are coming up now. We have got about 4 minutes left before we start. Ooh, lovely drink. So at the moment, I'm drinking a Ghost Ship from Adnams out of my beer machine. And then I'm going to hit some stouts because it's Christmas, isn't it? That's the good stuff. Paul just sent me another beer review. Yes, I will be watching it later, Paul, obviously after this. Good news for everyone, the dog is asleep for now. I have gone to the toilet already, Perrin, actually. That's why we're a bit late starting the stream. Beer machine, yes, Julian. I have 2 beer machines. A little one, which has a 2. I'm not going to talk about it, actually, because I bang on about it too much. But it's at my larger machine, which holds about 6 litres of beer. It's like draft beer, apparently, but it's getting quite expensive. The kegs have shot up in price recently, so I've gone back to cans mostly. So we got 15 on the Christmas quiz. I'm going to give people a few more minutes to join, and then we'll get on. Yeah, Charlotte's already been annoying, rubbing presents. I don't know what that's about because she's bored. So she was. What is the code, please? It's not like a soda stream, Julian. So the code, I don't know if you're joking, Vic.
It is in the chat.
But there you go. That's the code. 841410. As I say, I'll give people a few more minutes and then we'll get going. It is Christmas. People have lots of things to do. So, they might be a bit late coming to the party. I will just text my mate Graham. He's always late for these things to check he's online because he tells me off if I start without him. Vic was not joking. Oh, dear. You like that? I like the sound of the fire behind me. It's quite nice, isn't it? Right, so we've got 13 on the stream now. I'm going to give people 1 more minute. Well, actually, it's only just 8. I'll give people 2 more minutes and then we'll get going. So I'll say we've got 40 questions, all about Christmas. And then we have another 20 best of picture rounds. So there could be ones from before. There could be brand new, but basically a mixture of all the picture rounds we've ever done. So, Vic, you'll be happy to know your round is back this week. I've also got this Name the Burger round. That's what we finished with. It's horrendous. And some of that, and for anyone says there might be some duplications on the Christmas round, because it's quite hard to find 40 questions all about Christmas for the 3rd year in a row. But I've done my best. All right. So, hopefully I'd forgotten all of them. So hopefully you have too. That fire behind me, it almost looks real.
It's a bit bright for the camera though, isn't it?
Let me see.
Charlotte, stout me.
Oh, what's
Right, so we're going to get the stout on the go and then we'll get started. Charlotte.
Does it say stout on the freaking thing?
The cans in the fridge are stout. The one little
I thought
bottle you
stouts
put.
aren't allowed in the fridge.
No, they can go in for a certain amount of time.
Mm.
The little one you put in the fridge as well, the small
That's
bottle,
right.
that was a stout as well. Okay.
Small bottle.
Off you go.
Okay. Is that the vocation one?
That's the one, yeah.
Okay.
I don't want that one yet.
Not that one.
The Northern Monk one first. So yeah, we've got a very special stout at the end of the evening to try, but we're going to go for slightly. My tree, the tree is excellent. It touches the ceiling nearly. But as I've said to Sarah, because we've gone big this time, we can never go any smaller than that. Them's the rules.
That is true.
Right, so I'm going to give people 1 more minute and we will get on because it's a long old quiz tonight and I want to be finished by 9 so I can sit down. Even though I'm sat down now, sit down without the pressure of this not working. Okay, so we've nearly got 20 on the quiz now. Good numbers for the 2022 Christmas quiz that's going to start in 20 seconds. So if you're not logged in already, do it now. I haven't got anyone asking me for the links. That's good. No one's asking me for the codes. That's good. I'm assuming everyone who's on is going to be on. We're up to 20. That says to me we're nearly ready to start. Charlotte, hurry up. This stout is taking ages. I did like the sound of that fire. 21 now. This is why I waited. You see, you got to wait. You got to get the momentum going. A few more people logging on, spreading the word all about. Do you like the Christmas jumper? It's a good one. You can't see actually. Santa's doing yoga on it. Don't know why. Hello, Justina. How are you? Here we go. Not Love Lane.
No, but there isn't. The Northern Milk one is a toast ale.
That's a breakfast stout, darling. It's fine.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Oh dear. People are waiting here, Charlotte. I'm just going to start. Right. So we're going to start the big Christmas quiz of 2022 in 5, 4. Yes, I'm sure I want to start the game. I would have pressed start if I wasn't
2,
sure.
1.
Here we go. So, first question. What does Santa Claus do with German children's shoes on December the 5th? Is it clean them, replace them, tie them in knots, or fill them with toys and candy? Here we go. So, anyone who's bothered, I don't know if Jack Bartley's on tonight, so I don't know if anyone is bothered, but I've got a breakfast stout from Northern Monk. We've got 21 on the quiz, and I think actually a few more have joined. Excellent work, everyone. So he fills them with toys and candy as 52.4% of you knew. Well done. I will be giving you a top 10 after every 10 questions, and I'm going to try and keep to that promise. What if you just flicked on me?
I haven't flicked anything on me.
Okay, next question. What is the main part of the traditional feast in Costa Rica? Traditional Christmas feast, I should say. Is it cheeseburgers, bread and fish? Do they fast during Christmas, i.e. nothing? Or pork and chicken tamales? So, what is the main part of the traditional Christmas feast in Costa Rica? So, we're starting with 15
You can't
questions.
even-
We're starting with 15 questions all about Christmas traditions across the world. And the answer is pork and chicken tamales, as 47.6% of you said. And I don't want to tell you who's first at the moment because I think the world has ended.
Your mother's not.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Okay, on Christmas Eve, Italian families participate in what kind of feast? Is it the Feast of 8 Veals, the Feast of Meatballs, the Feast of 7 Fishes, or the Feast of 6 Meats? So, sorry, I've just got another text from people who wanted the code a bit late now. But is it the Feast of 8 Veals, the Feast of Meatballs, the Feast of 7 Fishes, or the Feast of 6 Meats? It is the Feast of 7 Fishes, as 38.1% of you said. So well done to that. Okay, next question coming up. So the Feast of 7 Fishes. Not sure what fishes they are. It is a really hard quiz. Yeah, why not? What kind of festival does the Philippines hold every year around Christmas? Is it the Giant Lantern Festival? Is it Dia de las Muertas? Is it the Shining Festival? Sounds all right, doesn't it? Or is it the Giant Tree Festival? I'm having a Giant Tree Festival right here. Whee!
Doesn't sound like it's Filipino.
Julian Thrasher is on Order of the North from Northern Monk. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Paul asks, what do you call a snowman with a six-pack? An abdominal snowman. Thank you. So, yes, it's the Giant Lantern Festival, usually held in San Fernando. It's a time when thousands of lanterns are released into the sky, each lantern representing the Star of Bethlehem. There you go.
Is there a translation for that second option?
It's the Day of the Dead, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Do you know what children in Germany do with their Christmas lists? Do they, well, I can't spell, but it's burn them. Do they burn them? Do they decorate them and leave them on the windowsill? Do they send them to the North Pole, or do they fold them into animal origami? Oh, ooh, whew. Wow, that's a heady start, that one. Whew. Wow. Oh, they decorate them and leave them on the windowsill. I'm glad that a third of you thought they burnt them. Why do Dasher and Dancer love coffee? Because they're Santa's Starbucks. Good one. So yeah, I'm drinking this, and it says it's only 5.8%. Still in date. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? I don't know. It tastes fine. In which country would you leave out a bowl of porridge for a guardian gnome?
A guardian gnome.
A guardian gnome. Is it Norway, Spain, Russia, or Ireland? Yes, you did used to burn your list, Victoria, but then you'd send them up the chimney when the embers were meant to fly into Santa's sleigh, which of course they did. And that's how we got your list. So there was a reason for you to burn them. So yeah, it's Norway. Exactly. The gnomes that guard your barn are very important in Norway. To ensure they don't take this holiday off, you have to leave a bowl of porridge out for them to keep them warm and energized for a wild night. That is why you do it.
Wow.
Nice.
We don't make this stuff up, you know.
Guardian
Are
Gnome's
you
getting on the sesh.
going to explain about the Christmas beers?
On Christmas Eve, what do the Irish put in their windows? Is it a wreath, a dream catcher, a large red candle, or spider webs? Sorry?
The Christmas beers you've had this week. You've had 2 special Christmas beers.
Oh, yes. From Morrison's, do you mean? Yes. Morrison's at the moment doing £1 Christmas beers because apparently it's time for a Christmas sale because Christmas is over. Weird. So if you want to get her a gingerbread stout for £1, get yourself down to Morrison's. So yeah, it's a large red candle the Irish put in their windows. It's meant to show that Mary and Joseph are welcome in the home. There you go. So yeah, they've also got a cinnamon stout from Northern Monk, which I had last night and sent me to sleep. It was 10 o'clock, so I was asleep anyway. But yeah, it smelled like Christmas, and frankly, it tasted quite heavily of Christmas too. A bit weird. And what day of the year do Russians celebrate Christmas? January the 7th, December the 5th, December the 25th, or December the 31st? So on what year do Russians celebrate Christmas?
Yeah.
Date.
This
Day
day.
of the year do Russians celebrate Christmas? There is reasoning behind this. It is January the 7th, as 14.3% of you knew. It celebrates Christmas on January the 7th. It follows the tradition of the Eastern Orthodox Church, which delivering gifts on the Three Kings Day. So, i.e., you give gifts when the three kings arrived to see Jesus, rather than giving them while he was born. Do you know what drives Santa's sleigh in Australia? Is it reindeers, elves, kangaroos, or does Santa not even have a sleigh in Australia? Perrin has said he's placed 21st. That must be just one position below my mother. So what drives Santa's sleighs in Australia? Is it reindeers, elves, kangaroos, or does Santa not even have a sleigh in Australia? Great to see all the regulars on tonight. A few missing as well, but still up to 21. It is kangaroos. So Australians actually call Santa's kangaroos the Six White Boomers. There's apparently a very popular Australian Christmas song about them. And I just put then additionally in Australia. I don't know what I was going to say there, but additionally in Australia. So there is a popular song, but the chap who used to sing it, I'm not really allowed to talk about it anymore. Can you name the Mexican traditional march that launches the Christmas season? Is it Las Posadas, Memoria, Belita, or Bonita Luces? So the Mexican traditional march that launches the Christmas season. 19th Perrin is now, so clearly 2 places above my mother. Okay, so and it is Las Posadas. It kicks off the Christmas festivities for Mexicans. They march through the streets in a reenactment of the journey that Mary and Joseph took before Mary gave birth to Jesus. How about it? I've had a cold this week, so apologies for the often snuffle I do. It's getting better now. I can taste this delicious. Well, I don't know if it is quite delicious. A bit stout. Who delivers presents to children in Iceland? Is it reindeer, Santa Claus, Christmas lads, or Rubio? Is it reindeer, Santa Claus, Christmas lads, or Rubio? So who delivers presents to children in Iceland?
Rubio. I'm
It's Christmas lads.
Oh, get in!
Christmas lads, or that word you can see there that I can't pronounce, are considered mischievous pranksters in many cultures. However, in Iceland, you receive presents from 13 of these jovial boys instead of Santa Claus. How much better is that? I want Christmas lads to come to my house.
Whoa, wait.
Very young.
Above age. Wait, no, of age.
What day of the year do children in Holland receive presents? December the 25th, December the 5th, December the 15th, or January the 7th? While you answer that, here's your top 10. In 10th is What the Hell, Christine Balmer. In 9th is Tommy Tank. 8th is Disco Sushi. 7th is Jelly Bean. 6th is Paul. 5th is John B. 4th is Nina. 3rd are Molly and Otis. 2nd is Mark Demon. And 1st, I think a newbie, Beth S. So the day of the year that children in Holland receive their presents is December the 5th. In Holland, things are a bit different, as it says there. They give and receive presents on December the 5th. Additionally, Santa only leaves treats if you leave a carrot for his horse. Yes, his horse. So there you go. So everyone's a bit more excited than us, isn't it? Like Christmas lads, December the 5th, you don't have to wait that long. It's good. Can you tell us what the Finnish traditionally do on Christmas Eve to prepare for Santa's arrival? Now, this question definitely was on the last quiz, because I remember doing this. So how do the Finnish traditionally prepare for Santa's arrival? Do they sit in a sauna? Do they wash their walls? Do they take down their tree? Or do they add a nativity scene to their homes? Any ideas, people of the Bournemouth household?
I'm going to go with D. A nativity scene.
Oh.
It is sit in a sauna as 52.4%.
Get me to Finland.
And it represents a cleansing of the body and mind in ancient customs. So they sit in a sauna on Christmas Eve to cleanse themselves. Beth S., whoever she is, newbie, great to see, knows loads about Christmas traditions. That's good. That's good. Do you know what the customary decorations for a Christmas tree are in Finland? So staying in Finland, is it violets, roses, beeswax strings, or mobiles made out of straw?
What are mobiles?
Wine a dasher and I've done that one. No, Paul's got no more jokes. He's done 2 jokes.
Oh,
Clearly, because it's hard, he's having to actually concentrate on the quiz today.
Come on, Paul.
Mobiles made out of straw as 23.8% if you said. BFS is Belushi's girlfriend. So they're, someone from the quiz's history has brought someone new in. So that's great. What's Santa's favourite snack food? Crisp Pringles. Love it. Okay, question 15 coming up.
That's good.
How many days of Christmas? Now think about something you've heard of before. Does Iceland celebrate? Is it 12, 2, 13, or 1? How many days of Christmas? Now, if you paid attention to the notes I'm putting at the bottom of a few of these, you'll know the answer to this. How many days of Christmas does Iceland celebrate? And the answer is
13.
it is 13 because there's 13 Christmas lads, and and each day a different Christmas lad visits your home and leaves a present, but only, and this is important, only if you leave your shoes by the window. So just remember that. If you ever go on.
Wait, why? What?
So anyway, Christmas films. Here we go. This is an easy one to start you off. Everyone will get this. Who was left home alone in the 90s Christmas blockbuster? Is it Kenny, Kevin, Kieran, or Keith? Why is it Charlotte? Because everyone knows.
Kevin.
Well done.
The carrot.
Yeah.
Hence the Kevin the Carrot outfit this year was a jumper, which was akin to what Macaulay Culkin wore in Home
Oh,
Alone.
it was red, wasn't it?
So yeah, of course, everyone knew that. 100% of you knew that. I mean, we gave you the answer halfway through, so I've been more. Parents said it's Keith. I wish it was Keith. Better name, innit? What do you call cutting down a Christmas tree? Christmas chopping. Very good, Paul. Oh, Norman's at the window. Who played lousy dad turned superhero in the classic 96 Jingle All the Way?
Oh,
Is it Sylvester
No.
Stallone? Is it Dolph Lundgren? Is it Arnie? Or is it Hulk Hogan?
I don't know this one.
Brother, dude.
Yes, you do.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you do. Put the
Your
cookie
mother.
down.
I know that.
Brother,
who is
dude.
it?
Oh, I don't know.
You do know.
You're my
No, I
favourite.
don't.
Just remember, you're my favorite customer.
You're
You're my number one customer. It is, of course,
Wow.
Arnie. Oh, look who it is. It's Norman, the Christmas cat. We love Norman.
It's a wet. Ugh.
So, yes, it is Arnie as 95.2. He said, one person said Sylvester Stallone. That's cool if you think that, but it wasn't. Okay, question 3 in the... Which of the following Muppets does not make an appearance in A Muppet Christmas Carol, which I have to watch tomorrow? It's my traditional Christmas Eve film. Is it Kermit the Frog? Is it Pepe the King Prawn? Is it the Swedish Chef? Or is it George the Janitor? What kind of pizza do you order on Christmas? Jesus crust. That's awful.
That's so bad.
It is
Stop it.
Can't see.
Pepe the King Prawn as 33.3% of you said, so a third of you said that. Kermit the Frog, of course, played Bob Cratchit. The Swedish Chef was in the Christmas party when they went back in time. George the Janitor was in the present day, just on the street, just being a janitor. But Pepe the King Prawn, unfortunately, made no appearance. Richard Attenborough stole the show in 94's remake of Miracle on 34th Street, but in what decade was the original movie released? Is it the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, or the 50s?
It's going to play. And a different one's going to play.
Well, we like a different one. It's fine. We can have a different one.
So,
No, it's fine.
Mirror ball.
Oh, we don't want mirror ball.
put this one.
Oh, that's weird.
The answer is the 1940s is 38.1%. You said we've now got a scene
Oh,
which
Santa.
depicts Santa flying through the sky. I don't know about this question, so this is Paul's question, not mine. So, no, actually, I'm not going to read it. I might get taken down for that, Paul. It's a bit rude. It's the 40s. And what date does It's a Wonderful Life story begin? Is it the December 23rd, 24th, 25th, or 26th?
You've never seen that film.
I've still never seen that film. So what I do at Christmas is watch the same films over and over again, rather than watch all the ones I've suggested all year that I'm probably going to watch. I watched Die Hard tonight. For anyone who wasn't here at the start, that is the best Christmas film. Why did Santa go to a psychiatrist? He no longer believed in himself. Good one, actually, Paul. And the answer is December, of course, the 24th, as 38.1% if you said.
That's weird.
I hope I've got that right, because a lot of you put December the 23rd. I'm not going to worry. This is free. It's free entertainment. And my mum's still in the top 10. What the hell are you lot, what the hell are you lot doing? Who appears as Santa Claus's wife in the Santa Claus 2? Is it Elizabeth Mitchell, Wendy Crewson, Jamie Presley, or Kelly Rutherford? So your top 10, while you answer that one, in 10th is John B. In 9th is still Christine. In 8th is Molly and Otis. 7th is Disco Sushi. 6th is Tommy Tank. 5th is Jelly Bean. 4th is Nina. 3rd is Paul. 2nd is Den. And 1st is Beth S. Very tight leaderboard, apart from Beth S, who's running away with it. I will say that Mark Dean has totally disappeared from the leaderboard. And the answer is Elizabeth Mitchell has 28.6%. If you said not hardly anyone got that. The quiz page I was using for this actually said it was Kelly Rutherford. Then I did some research and found out it definitely wasn't her. So you can't always trust what you find on the internet, which is weird, isn't it? Which toy does Buddy appear to dislike in 2003's Elf? Is it an Etch-a-Sketch, a Slinky, a Jack-in-the-Box, or is it building blocks?
Yeah, I know.
Ralph's still being calm. I'm sure at 9 o'clock he will revert to type.
I can get them to say that if you want.
Okay then.
No, he's
No.
not bothered.
It is a Jack in the Box. 71.4% of you said. And the leaderboard is starting to tighten up at the top. Beth S clearly not a fan of films as she is of festivities around the world.
Oh, no.
No, Ralph is not moving. I haven't even tied him up. Well, he has tied himself out because he's been running at the rain all day. What is the name of the Grinch's dog in 2000's How the Grinch Stole Christmas? Is it Rex, Dave, Max, or Fido?
I know.
Dave.
Dave. Oh dear. Mark Damon has screwed up by trying to play the quiz on 2 devices, therefore splitting his points.
Oh.
Oh dear, Mark.
So that's a bad move, that.
It is Max at 61.9%. If you said we have around 20, well, less, not 28 points covering the top 10. Richard has just joined the top 10, actually. It's good to see Paul, strong showing there, of course. I think he's only ever missed one quiz. Which of the following actors/actresses does not appear in 2003's Love Actually? Is it Renée Zellweger, Emma Thompson, Alan Rickman, or Rowan Atkinson? So it does not. Molly May says she's pressed the wrong button for that one. Well, I can't help that, I'm afraid. As I say, it's a long quiz, this one. I'm knackered already. So question 24. Which of the following did not appear in Love Actually? It is Renée Zellweger, 71.4% if you said. And we would be nearly halfway through the quiz, but it's an extra long one today. It's 60 questions.
Ooh.
We've got 19 on the stream. Now the stream numbers are going up. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? Weird. People obviously joining who aren't even playing. That's fine, I suppose. Okay, he's just watching my face. Which Christmas movie has made the most money in history? Now, there was one that had made the most money in history for ages, but then it got superseded. Is it The Polar Express, How the Grinch Stole Christmas 2018 version? Is it Home Alone, or is it The Santa Claus? So, yeah, that's a 2018 Grinch, not the 2000 Grinch starring Jim Carrey, which also made a lot of money, but not one of the highest. These four are around the highest.
Animated one, wouldn't it?
Yes, the animated one, yes. It is, as 9.5% you said, How the Grinch Stole Christmas 2018 version. Yes, it made a ton of money. It superseded Home Alone, which had been top for blooming years. I think it overdid it by about 70k or something like that. But then inflationary wise, I suppose Home Alone would still be top, but there you go. Okay, so music round. X Factor winner Leona Lewis had a Christmas hit with One More Sleep. All right, I like One More Sleep. But what was the name of her album that featured that song? Was it Merry Christmas Everybody, Please Come Home for Christmas, or Christmas with Love? What an awful name for an album, Christmas with Love. What is a popular Christmas carol in the desert? What is the most popular? I think that's what that means. What is the most popular Christmas carol in the desert? Camel, Ye Faithful.
You need to get better, John.
It's Christmas with Love at
No, you good
61.9% if you said.
Oh, he's back.
Let's get on the camera again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love Norm.
Come on your cat, on your knee, like
In
Bond
2021, ABBA announced that all of the band's royalties from their Christmas song would be donated to UNICEF for the next 5 years. But what's the name of the song? Is it Little Things, I Still Have Faith in You, or Keep an Eye on Dan?
What's Dan done?
I don't know.
What's he
What has
done?
he done? So, yeah, I didn't even
Keep an
know
eye on
ABBA had a song last year. So, I don't know the answer to this one. But which one is it? It's Little Things. 71.4% of you said. I'll give you a top 10 and another 3. It's very tight. Between second and 10th is 10 points. Beth S, though, is a good 30 points ahead. She loves Christmas. This question coming up. Which band has had the most UK Christmas #1 singles? Is it Band Aid, Spice Girls, The Beatles, or Lad Baby? Is it Band Aid, Spice Girls, The Beatles, or Lad Baby? So which one is it?
It's not that.
But I actually had to, and I'll tell you this now as it's 2 seconds to go. I actually had to change the answer to this tonight at around 7:30. The answer is Lad Baby. Until today, it was the Beatles who'd had 4. I Want to Hold Your Hand, I Feel Fine, Day Tripper / We Can Work It Out, and Hello Goodbye. Lad Baby beat them today. So, yeah, they're now the 5th year in a row. Well, they aren't really a band, but they do have band elements to them. Some would say Spice Girls aren't a band either. But, you know, they're a band of people and they work with other collaborators who are in bands. So it's Lad Baby. How many La's follow Far in the song Deck the Halls? Is it 10, 8, or 12? So where you go, da, da, la, 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 la. So it's just one. It's not the whole song. So stop singing the whole song. And the answer is 8. 66.7% you said. And I did sing that 3 times to check. It definitely was. We have 10 points still separating second and 10th. Beth S, her lead has slightly gone on to 27 points, but still very much leading the way. Question 30. The Christmas #1s of 75 and 91 were the same song by the same band. What was the band and what was the song? Was it Merry Christmas Everybody by Slade? Was it Band Aid, Do They Know It's Christmas? Or was it Bohemian Rhapsody, Queen? Okay, and after this, I will give you your top 10, which is incredibly tight. Okay, 3 seconds to go. So what was the #1 of 75 and 91? Same song, same band. It was Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, which 81% of you said. So here we go. 10th is Belushi, 9th is Deb, 8th is Jellybean, 7th is Den, 6th is Nina, 5th is Richard, 4th is Molly Notice, 3rd is Paul, 2nd is Disco Sushi with their best showing in a long time.
You got the
And first is Beth.
band and song the wrong way around on the middle one.
Doesn't matter. What colour vehicle does Eartha Kitt want Santa to bring her in the lyrics to Santa Baby? Is it a light blue car? Is it a dark blue car? Or is it a pale blue car? 54 convertible to. That's right.
What's the question?
You just said
What
it.
colour car?
Oh, I was going to sing
It
it.
is light blue.
Light blue.
71.4% of you said. As I say, we still have only 12 points covering second to 10th, but now 31 points ahead is Beth S. Unless something goes dramatically wrong in the second half of the quiz, she could be already tied up as the winner of the Big Christmas Quiz of 2022.
Beth
Who's the
S is
first voice you hear on the original Band Aid single in '84? Is it Paul Young, Bono, or Boy George? The first voice. Paul must be really concentrating. We're getting some jokes, but not the rapid fire. What do you call a gingerbread man with one leg bitten off? Limp Bizkit. Very good.
I believe he went to the gym earlier, so it's probably about.
It's Paul Young as 66.7% of you said it. Yeah, Bono has the most famous line, of course, which he then reprised in the, I think, 94 and 2004 version. But Paul Young is the person who starts the song. Disco Sushi, they knew that one. So did Paul, so did Richard. Beth S did not. In the song, The 12 Days of Christmas, how many ladies were dancing? Is it 10, 9, or 8? So if you've got time, sing it. Martin Lewis did not. He was in the Lad Baby band. It wasn't Martin Lewis. Wasn't number one though. We guess he was, but it's under the name Lad Baby.
It's Lad Baby featuring Martin Lewis.
All the jingle ladies put your hands up, says Paul from Skegness. My God, what does that even mean? No, 9. It's 9. Right, I think the next one, if I remember rightly, involves quite a lot of maths. So get ready with your calculators. You will be allowed them. If I've got that right, it might be the one after this.
Team Thrasher.
Got it.
Oh no, it isn't this one.
Oh,
Which Christmas song describes the birth of Jesus as a supernatural event? Is it White Christmas? A spaceman came travelling, or is it Don't Let the Bells End? One of my favourite Christmas songs. This one, absolutely superb.
Slightly after Tay Tay Tay, Ba-da-dee.
Oh, Gaudete Tay, that's one of my favourites. I love Gaudete Tay. Absolute classic. I mean, it's the same thing over and over again for like 3 minutes. Love it. It is a Spiceman. A space.
Sorry.
A Spiceman come calling.
A spaceman came travelling. Don't let the bells end. A third of you put, but that is not the right answer. It's a spaceman came travelling by Krista Bird.
You not want the Spiceman?
No, we don't want the Spiceman travelling.
I believe in Father Christmas, so these are getting harder now. I think because the music questions have been quite easy so far. Incorporates a tune by which classical composer? Is it Mozart, Rachmaninoff, Tchaikovsky, or that one that's D? I don't know how to say that. Okay, so is it Mozart, Rachmaninoff, Tchaikovsky, or Prokofiev?
Prokofiev.
It is that one.
that
D.
guy.
It's D. The answer is D.
just say D and A and stuff now.
I don't want to get too excited, but we are only 5 questions away from the very best of the picture round.
Ooh.
20 questions, all with pictures. Some repeats from previous, some not. Which Christmas number one of the 70s stayed at the top of the charts until February? Is it Mull of Kintyre, Another Brick in the Wall, Ernie, the fastest milkman in the West, or When a Child is Born? So this was number one and stayed number one until February. Yes, Charlotte.
When's the one with all the maths?
Soon.
Oh, yeah.
It is Mull of Kintyre, as 14.3% of you said. Well done to you. Not many of you got that from the top 10 at all, I don't think.
Ooh.
Mark Demon, despite being on 2 devices, is now up to 10th. Wow, that's pretty decent. What do classical musicians do to prepare for their holidays? They went Christmas Chopin. Very good. Which 84 Christmas singles sold over 1 million copies in the UK alone, but failed to reach number one? Is it Last Christmas, Another Rock and Roll Christmas, Thank God It's Christmas, or Do They Know It's Christmas? Lots of Christmas. So yeah, 84. Obviously, a big song came out in 84, and another song came out as well that sold over 1 million copies, but still didn't make it to number one. It is Last Christmas, as 57.1% you said. Yeah. And back in the day, and this isn't a slight on any of the modern music which gets to number one for Christmas, you had to sell hundreds of thousands of copies to get to number ones at Christmas. I think you had to sell 60,000 this year to get to number one. With old streaming and all that nonsense, it's just not as popular as it used to be. How many versions of Do They Know It's Christmas have been released till now? As Band-Aid. I know Lad Baby did their version of it this year, but this is As Band-Aid. And I've even written it there. So you can't have a go at me for getting the answer wrong. Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? Ralph is starting to run around. And the answer is 4. So it's 84, 94, 2004, 2014. One every 10 years. That makes you feel quite old, doesn't it? Because I guess there'll be another one in 2024. So. Here we go, the maths one. How many gifts in total were given in the song 12 Days of Christmas? Is it 362, 363, 364, or 365? So how many gifts in total were given in the song, The 12 Days of Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just 12 plus 11 plus 10 plus 9 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6, because he gives all the previous presents, as well as all the other presents every day. And wow, 60% of you knew that it was 364. And it is, yeah. Because he gives 5 gold rings 8 times. So he gives 40 gold rings in total, you see.
Nobody has 40 hands.
And he gives 12 partridges. And he gives 22, whatever number 2 is. Since 1952, only 2 groups have had 3 consecutive Christmas number 1s. The Beatles did in 63, 64, and 65. Who is the other group to achieve the same distinction? I should say other group or singer. Is it Westlife, Spice Girls, Will Young, or Girls Aloud? Any ideas, Sarah? Charlotte, your wine's about to go over. It is the Spice Girls, as 90.5% of you said, and it's To Become One, Too Much, and then Goodbye. I think so, or Mama. Oh, I don't know. It's a Spice Girls. So here we go. The best of the picture round, and we start with Vic's favourite round. It's Name the Wrestler. Is that the Ultimate Warrior? Is it Hulk Hogan, or is it Earthquake?
Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, I don't know.
You see, I've just put in the back because I think that's quite easy. So I've turned them round on that picture. Christmas is just like The Office. You do all the work and the fat guy in the suit gets all the credit for it. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul. It's Ultimate Warrior as 71.4% of you said. And we only have 10 points between first and second. Beth is losing her grip on first. We only have 20 points separating first and 10th. And here comes the next question. You know what it's going to be. It's Name the Wrestler.
Whoa.
Is that Jim the Anvil Neidhart? Is that Ricky the Dragon Steamboat? Or is it Rick Flair?
Why not?
Spice Girls, Lad Baby, and Beatles were tied till tonight on the ones. Yeah, I know, but then Lad Baby, I believe it was announced at 6:30, got their 5th number 1 in a row, meaning I had to change a few questions. And that is Ric Flair, 61.9% of you said. And it is getting very tight at the top. Only 7 points separate first and second. Nina has suddenly appeared out of nowhere into 3rd. Richard in 4th. Disco Sushi in 5th. Mark Demon on his 3rd device in 6th. Paul in 7th. 8th is Deb. 9th is Tommy Tank. And 10th is Kaz. Name the Wrestler. Is that MJF? Is that Orange Cassidy or Seth Rollins? That's quite a hard one. Only people who actually like wrestling will know who that is.
I don't
So is it MJF, Orange Cassidy, or Seth Rollins?
Is it bad that I know who that is?
No.
No, it's cool. It's cool if you know what that is.
Okay.
Vic, I expect you to get all of these right. So I'm watching your score on this. I'm watching it. And it moved. Well done. It's Orange Cassidy, and it's a great leveler. It's a great leveler naming wrestler round because 1st to 4th is now separated by 6 points.
Ooh.
So, it's a great leveler, name the wrestler round. Or some would say it's a rubbish round because only about 2 people like it. But, whatever. Name the wrestler. Is that Terry Funk, Jerry Lynn, or Rhino? Is that Terry Funk, Jerry Lynn, or Rhino? You'll see I've spelled Rhino with a Y there, which is his original ECW name. When he joined the WWF, he changed it to Rhino with an I because they wanted to change it.
You don't want to stick his head in. So.
Oh, okay. Name the wrestler. So who is that? That is Terry Funk as 42.9% of you said. I can tell you, we've got a new leader. We've got a new leader of the quiz. And only 16 points cover the top 10. This is going to go down to the wire. That is the 4 Name the Wrestler's songs. Name the Wrestler's songs. Name the Wrestler's questions. We are now on. We're now on to the next round, which is Name the Roller Coaster. Is that 13 Oblivion or the Smiler? So it's an Alton Towers roller coaster. I can tell you that for nothing. I'll have an alcoholic drink. It's Christmas. I'm not trying that rubbish.
Nizzy. Oh, rough one, Sarah.
Sort me out. The bottle.
Try it.
The roller coaster is 13 as That is foul.
Here he is.
Tastes like medicine.
That's Nizzy, bro.
It's 52.4% if you knew that was 13. And we have another new leader. It's changing every single question. Parents said, it sounds like medicine, doesn't it? It's vile. Name the roller coaster. So this is a Thorpe Park roller coaster. Is that Stealth, the Swarm, or Saw the Ride? It's Ryan. He's a haircut, but he refuses to get one. Is that Stealth, the Swarm, or Saw the Ride? A pilot friend of Paul has been fired for having a bad altitude. Let's go. So the roller coaster there is Saw the Ride as 57.1% of you said, give it to mum, she'll sort it.
Stop the panic.
Panic! Here's a very exciting stout coming up. No, I like a quite posh. My Tiku glass, if
A
possible.
Tiku glass, Adam.
Oh, Adam won't know what that is.
I know what it is.
Do you? Name roller coaster. Is that the Incredible Hulk coaster? Is that Velocicoaster? Or is that Revenge of the Mummy? We only have 20 points covering the top 10. I will give you your top 10 after the roller coaster questions because it's getting very exciting. It's literally changing every 5 minutes. Well, every 5 minutes, every question. The top three. So it's very exciting. To all the.
No, it looks like a wine glass with a lip on the edge.
I don't know where it is actually. The roller coaster that is Velocicoaster as 57.1% of you said that's the one, Charlotte. Okay, your top 10. Oh my God, I'm not going to give you the top 10. There's one more roller coaster question, but the lead's changed again. This is too exciting. We've got 6 points covering the top 4. We have less than 20 points covering the top 10. I can't tell who's going to win. Name roller coaster is the Icon, the big one, or the Grand National. This is from the Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And this is the roller coaster I really want to go on. Apparently, it's amazing. Is that Icon, the big one, or the Grand National?
You have to go to Blackpool.
I like Blackpool. It's all right.
Blackpool Beach, come on.
You two want to go to Blackpool?
I'd love to go to Blackpool. Yeah, it's great.
What's in the Madame Two Swords thingy in it? That's in Blackpool as well.
Is it?
There is a version.
I think there
of it.
is.
That is Icon.
Yeah.
It's 57.1% again. Okay, I'm assuming
all the
Disco
wax people.
Sushi also watches Theme Park Worldwide because they did very well on that round. In 10th is Deb. In 9th is Nina. In 8th is Richard. 7th is Tommy Tank. 6th is Paul. 5th is Belushi. 4th is Beth S. 3rd is Molly and Otis. 2nd is Mark Demon, who's come from nowhere again. And 1st is Disco Sushi. Here we go. Which Halloween film is this? Yes, we're on to my awful, awful horror film rounds, which have featured throughout the whole of this Quid Odyssey we've been on now for 2 years, 2.5 years, I should say. Is that Halloween 5, Halloween 4, or Halloween 6? That is a very young Paul Rudd, who now plays Ant-Man, of course, in his debut role in this film. So here we go with a very special beer after announcing the answer to that question. That is, no one knew that. No one knew that. It's Halloween 6, 26.6% of you knew it, but hardly any of the leaderboard did. So here we go. It's a milk chocolate stout, barrel aged. This is 12.2%.
Oh, bloody hell.
I told you it's a best of picture round. Stop having a go at the Halloween questions.
Let me see the Paul.
Which Scream film is this? Is it Scream 4, Scream 3, or Scream 5? Yes.
Who knows and who cares?
He goes. Well, no, he knows.
So I'm using my Tiku glass for
It's
this.
a mint chocolate.
Barrel aged stout, 12.2%. Look at that, people. Oh, I'm scared. 12.2%. This is literally a bottle of wine. Which Scream film is this? It's Scream 4, a third of you knew. And I can tell you now, the top 10 is exactly 20 points still, with 10 questions left. Okay, here we go.
Minty.
Oh my God, that's the best drink I've ever drank. It's like drinking a melted after 8. It's absolutely stunning.
Oh, that smells.
It's a 10. Which Nightmare on Elm Street is this? Is that 5, 2, or 3? Oh, that's incredible.
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to have to go slow on that.
Well, yeah.
It's 12%, lad.
12.2.
That's not even.
That's one of the best drinks you've ever had, and you can get that from Tesco. Anyone who likes, who can drink beer, get to Tesco now. Go. Ignore the rest of the quiz. Nightmare on Elm Street, that is Nightmare on Elm Street 3, a very, very, very famous kill from that film with 23.8% of you said. Disco Sushi's loving this round, but we still only have 20 points covering the top 10. Disco Sushi, the pressure is on. Which Friday the 13th film is this? That is the last Halloween question. Is it Friday the 13th, the final chapter, which was actually only chapter 4? Is it Friday the 13th, part 3 in 3D? Or is it Friday the 13th, the New Blood? Paul from Skinner's is had enough. There's only 4 questions on this. I told you it's a best of round. I knew it would cause controversy. I don't care. Incompetent masseurs really rubbed me up the wrong way. Thank you, Paul. He's going now to get the drink. I get it now. He's not having to go to the quiz. That's cool. Yeah, I can get that drink from Tesco. Friday the 13th, the final chapter is 33.3% if you knew that. And that is a very young Corey Feldman in the role where he actually killed Jason in the 4th film. And then there was another 7 films after it. Okay.
If you are getting it, Paul, be very careful.
So name the chocolates. And we're on to the chocolate. Oh, there's so many pictures.
Chocolates.
Is that an orange cream? Is it an orange crunch?
Whoa!
Or is it a toffee penny? Charlotte nearly spelt my very expensive beer. Oh, now she's blaming the dog.
No, it was.
Then she does that when Ralph trumps as well. Okay, so here we go. So what chocolate is that?
I'm
Hello.
going for the
Tommy Tank did say
orange
to me
cream.
he
Yeah.
doesn't
That is an
actually
orange
pay
cream, as
any attention to the
57.1%
chocolates
if
he
you
puts in
said.
his mouth.
And after the next question, I'm going to give you a top 10 because the lead has changed again, and there's only 20
Can
points
you
between
read?
first and 10th.
Yes, you can read.
Disco Sushi has lost the lead. Disco Sushi must have thought that was a toffee penny. I don't know why, they're round. Name the chocolate. Strawberry cream, fudge, or caramel swirl.
Ooh.
Okay,
Ooh.
while you're answering that one, your top 10 is Belushi, Richard, Beth S, 7th is Den, 6th is Paul, 5th is Nina, 4th is Molly Notice, 3rd is Tommy Tank, 2nd is Disco Sushi, and 1st, despite losing 10 of his points, is
Fudge.
Mark D.
No,
It's a fudge.
no,
It's a fudge.
no.
It's strawberry cream.
It's a fudge.
Strawberry cream.
Strawberry cream's around.
And it is a fudge, as 47.6% of you said.
Well, they are.
And the lead has changed again. Nina Disco Sushi retakes the lead with 6 questions left. I can't actually cope with this. We have still 20 points covering the top 10.
Yeah.
Next question coming up.
Oh,
Is this a ... milk choc block, chocolate brownie, or coconut eclair? Here we go. These questions aren't too hard now. It's very much quickest finger first, fastest finger first. Answer as quick as you can. I'm losing my breath. Disco Sushi, you took ages to answer that. That's not boding well.
it's because it's a new one.
And the answer is milk choc block, as 90% of you said. The lead has changed again. Mark Damon is back in the lead, but only by 1 point to Disco Sushi. Molly and
Where's
Otis
Tommy
and Tommy
Tank?
Tank are tied for 3rd. Nina's
Tom,
in
pay
5th.
more attention
6th
to
is
what you're
Beth S.
eating.
7th is Belushi. 8th is Paul. 9th is Den. 10th is Richard. But I would suggest any of them could win. Name the Rose's chocolate.
Oh, roses are good.
Is that the signature truffle, the hazel whirl, or the country fudge? Oh,
I like
love,
that one.
I love a country fudge.
I don't know.
No, it's not. I like a country fudge. I like that.
I've got a
sweet.
blind date tonight with a girl who is 6 foot 6 inches. I'm dying. 2 meters.
2 meters.
2 meters. I'm dying 2 meter. Oh, that's awful.
Oh,
It is Hazel Whirl. The top 2 remain the same, but only by 2 points. Just so much quicker there, Mark Dean, with the new Disco Sushi. You've got to step it up if you want this, with only 4 questions left.
Come on, Tom. You eat these chocolates. Shall I take that off you?
Oh my
Name the
God.
city from the air.
Name the city from the air. Is that Toronto? Is it New York? Or is it London?
Oh, I know.
New York has a river going for it, mate.
I know.
Well, there's a river going through that.
I know.
No, he
Disco
said New York
Sushi-
doesn't have a river. That's
Well,
what he
it's
said.
a bunch of islands, isn't it?
I know.
Yeah, not a river. It's a sea.
It is, Charlotte. You
And it is London, as everyone.
I got it from the
Mark
gherkin.
Demon is still in the lead by 3 points. It is still all to
say it.
play for.
London,
Disco
baby.
Sushi, you've got to be really quick. This next question, again, is not hard. Indeed, I'd say to suggest the next 3 are not hard. If you want this, hurry up. Name the city from the air. Is that Chicago, New York, or Washington? Is that Chicago, New York, or Washington?
I know it.
Yeah, no, that's yeah.
It's the one you thought it was.
What?
It's the one you thought it was.
This goes to you that you were
Well, I
like nearly
thought I was.
last. So if you are right, great, but you ain't gonna win with that. Maybe you are. You've retaken the lead.
What is he
The
on to?
time taken has helped you there.
What?
New
See,
York
I
with 65% of you. I'm just so excited. Is Mark Deemy going to take the lead again in this next round? We have 2 questions left. There's 2 points covering the top 2. This has been the closest quiz we've ever had. Can you name this burger? Is it McDonald's filet of fish or is it a Burger King Ocean Catch? I know. I've turned it up to 11 for this quiz, haven't I?
Oh, I know.
Which I feel a bit ill. I can't cope with this. I like it when there's like one runaway leader. Actually, my stress levels are far lower. But is that a fillet of fish or is it an ocean catch? Okay, and the answer is a McDonald's fillet of fish.
Yes!
And I can tell you now, with 15 seconds left on the quiz, first and second are split by 1 point.
Ooh.
This has never happened before in the history of the Bournemouth quiz in 2.5 years. This is unbelievable.
A true second.
Here comes a burger. I want you to name it. Get on with it. Is this a McDonald's Chicken Legend? Is it a KFC Big Daddy burger? Or is it Burger King Chicken Royale?
You sound like one of those.
It's a disappointment if it looks like that.
It looks dreadful, doesn't it?
That.
I don't know. Better go.
Disco Sushi, you've asked, I think she's answered last there.
Yeah, Burger King.
I don't want to know the answers. I don't want to know who's won.
That's what.
The
yeah,
Burger
that's what
King
I said.
Chicken Royale, as 80% of you said. Of course it is. The Chicken Legends is considerably short at the KFC Big Daddy burger. It's
Oh, I
got hash
know.
brown in it, and that it
It's
just
Not
looks
if you get it
shape.
from Skeg.
Wait, it's not that shape.
it just looks
anyway.
awful though, doesn't it? You know, why would you want that?
Oh, who's won?
I know the answer.
Well, yeah. You ready? Top 10.
Oh my god.
Smart team.
In 10th is Paul with 180 points. In 9th is Richard with 182. In 8th is Den with 183. In 7th is with 186 points is Tommy Tank. In 6th is Nina with 190. In 5th is Beth S, our runaway leader for such a long time with 193 points.
And wrestler questions.
In
Through
4th is Belushi, 196 points. Nearly there again. Legend as a quiz, Belushi. And I can tell you the top 3 is separated by 5 points. This has never happened. Never happened. In 3rd is Molly and Otis with 199. In 2nd is Disco Sushi by 1 point with 203 points. And 3rd quiz in a row, your winner with 204 points, despite losing 10 points because he had to change device, is Mark Demon. So I guess he kind of won anyway. Christine Bomber, who was 10th, like 7th, 8th for a while, and everyone was like, "Oh, you're always taking the mick out of your mum. Look, she's doing quite well." She actually finished 17th in the end. Classic.
Yeah.
Fell apart, obviously there. Caroline Thrasher with shocking guesswork. Paul from Squagness is great quiz. General knowledge not as strong points. Answer Julian Thrasher. It's a taking part that counts, as Caroline. Clearly doesn't want to tell me where she came in the quiz. Because I don't pay the subscription fee for my quiz, I can't tell you the full list. That's how tight this website is. To be fair, I've advertised this quiz page so much in the last 2.5 years. You think they give me a free subscription? Paul's gone to go and get the beer. Mark Demon says, "Well done, everyone." Helen wants more name the wrestler. It was classic. I loved having that back. It was good. Christine Bulmer has named it on the 4 questions on horror films. She just doesn't know. So let's get this right. If it hadn't been for those 4 questions, Christine Bulmer is suggesting she would have been in this top 10, despite finishing 17th. I'd suggest that's a lie. The fact is, I watched all those films in your house, Mum, for years and years and years. You've got no excuse.
There's probably still a copy there.
It probably is. Oh, I'm going to have one more sip of this. So, everyone, raise your glasses. Thank you again for another year of quizzing. Oh, and I think that's a great one to finish the year on because that was amazing. Have a great Christmas. Have a wonderful New Year's. And if I can give you one tip for the Christmas period, it's get to Tesco and get a bottle of Vocation Mint Stout. Now, it might be Morrison's actually, but I'm pretty sure it's Tesco. It's £4, which is £5. It's £5 for one drink.
It's like going to the pub.
But let's be honest, how much do you pay for a bottle of wine? And that's 12%. So, sue me.
Yeah, but that's a whole.
Go and buy this, and it'll make every day seem like a dream because it's like drinking after 8. I'll just have another one.
I wouldn't recommend having one every day though.
And good news from Paul, he's just found it on the website. It's down to £4.
Oh,
Fill your trolleys. Merry Christmas, everyone. Have a wonderful Christmas, an amazing New Year. I will see you in 2023, I'm sure, because I just can't stop, can I? But thank you again for a wonderful year of quizzing. I think that might have been, put it down, the best one yet. Fantastic. I'll see you all soon. Merry Christmas.
goodbye. Handful.